I'm a big fan of just leave it be or like don't bring it up and it's whatever.
I mean, I agree with him, but
Let it live.
Yeah.
Let it live.
nah. But when it comes to my hair, it's something I couldn't avoid, and that
Yeah.
I've been avoiding though.
I
Since
see.
last year.
It's a long time. A year to know something that like so critical in your life is aggressive.
And I didn't start noticing it until like pictures.
Really?
Because I was like looking, because whoever was taking pictures of me, LaDawn or something.
Yeah.
I go over the pictures and I'm like looking at my hairline. I'm like,
I look like Wolverine.
it's a little, it's a
Pushing
little,
back a little bit.
it's a little off before what it used to be. And then over the years, my hair's growing longer, so you didn't really notice because my bangs are just
It covers.
My bangs are pushing over.
I understand.
So then, but I start to notice when I'm rubbing my hands through my hair.
You're feeling more skin than hair.
No, I have hair coming out.
Oh, really?
Like,
Oh, that's a natural
No,
thing. Like if I do that right now, I'll have hair in my shit.
that happens. Oh, that happens to me when I have long hair. But
but it was just more than like
more than usual.
more than like
more than a couple
when
strands.
I'm in the shower, like my hair's kind of like
it's noticeable.
it's noticeable. And then I kind of just put it in the back seat and just not
Never
thought
brought it
about
up again. Yeah.
until finally I couldn't ignore it. Like every time I got out of the shower, my hair's wet. You could see it pushing. I was like, fuck. And that's when I texted you guys. I was like,
Try shave it.
I was like, I just want to shave it. I said that because I wanted to like confirm my suspicions.
Mhm.
And then when I did it, it was heartbreaking, bro. Even asked Michael.
No, it's funny because no one else really like knew about. It's really a personal thing, you know. Like if you were to ask anybody on the outside looking in, nobody could tell you anything about your hair, you know. But it's
Same.
like you really do know yourself, man.
But that's the thing that gets me, dude. Because when I shave my head, everyone at work, they're like, "Oh, you're fine though. I couldn't even notice."
But that's not the point.
Exactly.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like,
And
I
it-
noticed.
I'm not hiding. I'm not trying
And
to hide.
it was
that I'm
never
losing hair.
for you in the first place. This is my hair.
I'm glad you guys backed me up on that because I felt the same way. I was like, it's not. I don't care if you notice or not. Like even my mom was saying it. She's like, you look fine. You can't even tell. It's like that's not the point, mom. It's like I could tell. I noticed. Like I don't want to.
I'm thinking about it and shit.
I don't want my
like-
hairline. It's like I don't want my hairline back here, and just because I got bangs, it's like.
I understand.
you
Don't be the
notice it.
6-year-old with
It-
like the monk haircut, the friar haircut. You know what I mean? Like once you start losing it up here, and then it just becomes like a fucking thing they never shave, and then you're just like the tuft of hair. You know?
I was really self-conscious about it at
Of
first.
course. That's why I give you so much praise.
I was like wearing the beanie for the first 2 days at work. It just sucked, bro. I was sitting there like in my head like fuck. Like what do I
know,
do?
The balding is an inevitable part of manhood, but it's a big thing about how the man handles this kind of thing too. Because we were talking about this the other day. Like the friar cut, that's very real among a lot of older men.
It's true.
They just kind of like be having the little bald spot on top. And they're holding on, you know.
They got the skirt.
They're scared to let go.
They are scared to let
People
go.
are just so vain.
Well, people are scared. So I think for old men, for the older guys, I feel like it's more of a like I am getting old and I don't want to accept that I'm getting old or I'm changing, and that's just like a very old way of thinking. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people aren't accustomed or ready to face change in such a drastic way. Like women, they have a great way of doing it. They go through a breakup, their hair is fucking purple. You know what I mean?
Nah, but when they get older, they can't do anything about it. It's like you could dye your hair purple and be 60 and you're still not 5, you know.
It's true. True.
No, but it's just about accepting things. I just don't think a lot of people have accepted that they're
This
losing
shit.
their hair.
A lot of people have like struggles with attachment too. Like
It's also true.
it's hard to let go of things.
It was hard. I'm telling you.
I don't fucking know.
I was in my head, bro.
Literally.
Bro, it was, and on those days I was wearing the beanie, like, and especially here, it's been hella cloudy. And the days I'm wearing my beanie, it's all hot and sunny out. And they're like, "Why you got your beanie on?" I'm just like,
You don't see the flames?
You're not into the flames. But I remember being insecure when I was like in middle school, like 6th grade, and I only strictly wore the same hoodie every day because I
Yeah.
was like insecure about my body.
Oh,
And then, you know what I mean? That's just like a thing. If you ever notice someone who just wears a hoodie constantly, like in the middle school or high school, you're like, you're hiding something that you don't want people to see, but it's quite obvious.
I
you
think
know?
it's the same hoodie though. It's definitely, I would think that.
Most of the time it's the same hoodie. when you're in middle school because you don't care. You're gonna put on whatever shirt
Yeah, true.
under.
Also, I mean, I didn't have a lot of hoodies as a kid either, so
I was all
sometimes you only
hoodied
got the
out.
one hoodie.
It's true.
Yeah.
We live in San Diego.
Yeah,
I
bro.
didn't start buying hoodies till I was like 20.
I didn't need hoodies.
And
here.
back then it was like light hoodies too, you know, it was like the little zip ups, like
Yeah, the
T-shirt material.
very light ones. It
Yeah.
wasn't like the heavy shit I'm wearing nowadays.
I think it's good to embrace insecurity though, or just like whatever you may be insecure about, just open up.
just gotta let go of things too.
That's what a lot of people have struggles with is letting go and
Detachment.
letting life kind of just like take it as it is, because there's shit that can happen I mean, you could wake up, go to work, and not come home. You know what I mean? And I think I posted the Kanye quote the other day about how like I think I just sent it in our
Today.
text
No,
today.
you posted one
Today.
like
Yeah.
a couple
and
hours.
like a couple hours ago, the one where Kanye basically says like, you know, we're just like we should be grateful to live.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying I was losing my hair and it brought me closer to God because I'm sitting there praying to God for my hairline to come back. And I'm realizing like, bro, that doesn't matter. Like, be grateful that I could breathe, I could walk, my family's healthy, you know. I got a beautiful niece that's
Thank you,
healthy.
thank
It's
you.
like it makes you realize what really matters.
What matters? Yeah. I'll read that Kanye quote really quick. I found out at the moment nothing in life is promised except death. If you have the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
That's a huge thing too, because gratefulness is the greater thing about that, but it's also just like in general, like people constantly look back. You know what I'm saying? Constantly. It's always like, oh, remember this, you know, go back to that. People don't really revel in the moment, you know, and like be grateful for what's happening right now.
It's true. You kind of because it becomes a distant memory.
It's hard though. It's easier
Yeah,
said.
it's not easy.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, that kind of leads in what I wanted to talk about today was like the concept of like nostalgia and how it's addicting. It's extremely addicting
Yeah.
because it takes you back to those times where like that's what I was kind of talking about Logic for, because songs like that take me back to like when life was literally just going to school, playing video games all night and waking up and doing it like again, and how easy that shit was. You know, because life's a lot harder now that we're all a lot older with some real responsibilities, bills to pay, shit to do, stuff to worry about. And like sometimes like I'll catch myself and I'll have to like catch myself when I'm starting to get into like the nostalgic feeling. Cause like it'll be late at night, everyone's asleep, and I'm like sitting there on my headphones till like 3 a.m. listening to old music. And I'll be like, damn, I gotta get out of this because this shit is like literally a downward spiral of me wishing like I could go back to that time when it was so much easier.
But I think it's hindsight though too, in a sense, because you could sit there and reminisce about how times were simpler back then. But back then, you were stressing about a whole other set of problems.
It's also
True.
true.
When you're a
It's also
youngin,
true.
when we're youngins, we're stressing. Granted, our stresses aren't as big as like they are now.
yeah, like
you know,
life-changing
bills and
now,
all
yeah.
that. But you're stressing about something back then, so I always think it's good to incorporate that.
That concept. It's also very smart. I never even thought about it because it's true. You're always stressing about some shit.
Well, I feel like I've always been a stressor.
Same
so
here.
I'm always stressing about.
I'm a fucking constant overthinker. Huge overthinker.
I think
I overanalyze every situation. I think that's just the way I was brought up to like analyze people's feelings before I walk in a room. You know, you feel it out before you even walk in because you never know what you're walking into. A fucking minefield. You know what I mean? Michael, you probably have the same way.
Nah, bro, I'd be like, I used to be a lot more defensive, like as a
Yeah,
kid, just
same
like
here.
going into shit, bro. Because it's like, I don't know, I feel like I lost a lot of shit and I learned a lot of shit at an early age. So
Same
it's
here.
like, you don't want to fucking go into situations like unprepared ever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just what it becomes. But you learn, you know, you live and you learn.
I think it's a gift though, to be able to
It
be that
is.
perceptive.
Some
of
people aren't
things and
conscious of
Try
that.
to like perceive a situation where you could look at all angles and try to where it gets you kind of stressed, where you're thinking, damn, like
Or my options or
That's-
whatever. This is the outcomes.
that is the greater gift because most people are bound to their singular perspective.
It's true.
And they just see things from their point of view, you know. And I'm always kind of like thinking of things the other way. I'd be playing the devil's advocate and shit.
Oh, I was about to say the same shit. I am such a like Nikki hates me
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially with women, because I'd be like, because they be talking about like a problem, like with friends or
Yeah.
work or whatever, and I'd be like, did you consider this or how about that? What about her? What about her feelings? What is she going through right now? And she'll be like, "Can I just like fucking vent?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to solve your problem for you."
That's just who you are, man.
Nah,
true.
that's a way to definitely like make people's. It's kind of like cut the selfishness a little bit. It's like not everything's about you, you know.
Yeah, without saying it, without being like, "Stop
Yeah.
being fucking selfish."
I know you're the one feeling it, but you're not the only one involved.
It's
that's,
true.
But that's also a way to help people because if
Yeah.
you like, if ever someone's in their feelings just talking about a situation where it's yada yada, and you kind of cut them off of it and like try to like, you bring them out of it.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
Well, I mean, I think
stop sobbing.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I was a lot more cold-hearted back when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I had to learn empathy.
I feel that.
It was hilarious though. I'm telling you, I
was dark.
I was in the
I
passenger
feel it.
seat to a lot of this, and I would laugh my ass off.
Bro,
I was a
feel it.
fucking menace.
No,
Yeah.
Manny was hilarious.
I was a
Even-
fucking
even the way
menace.
he would just speak to my grandma.
You say
sometimes.
offensive shit just to like, you know.
No, even-
Just to
it
check people
It
out.
wouldn't even be offensive sometimes.
It would just come off that way.
He's
maybe.
just talking back. It's his
Yeah.
tone.
It just tones.
It just
It's
comes
not
off
how
like
you
that.
say it. It's not what you say. It's how you say that
Yeah,
shit. It's like, man, I'm speaking facts right now, but I'm saying it in a very fucking like sarcastic
Disrespectful
ass
way.
way.
Like our grandma would try to like say something about him to like kind of get him annoyed or piss him off. He's like, I am, and
Yeah.
just him saying that would piss her out because
To make her angry.
because he wouldn't like he wouldn't like get hurt by it or something. He's like, no, I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, you think you're all bad? You think you're all that in a bag of chips? I'm like, because I am.
Yes,
I am that guy. You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to? Am I supposed to be like, nah, I'm not shit? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I ain't shit. Sorry, grandma. Maybe I'll figure it out. It's
Who
like,
else is gonna think I'm the shit?
I gotta be me.
I gotta be the one.
Exactly. I am him. He is me.
And then I'm just laughing. I'm
Fabian
like-
just in the background, just like, I'll be hearing shit like, why can't you be like as humble as Fabian? Or like, why can't you be like this person? I'm like, because I'm the only me there is, baby.
Little did they know I'm a demon.
We all got a little demon. We all got a little dog.
You're
in
just
us.
quieter about it. That's
Yeah.
all.
I was just a little bit
Yeah.
more outspoken.
No, Fabian still talks. It's just you speak in different situations.
Very true. We have very different ways.
Manny's
of-
between the both of us. Manny's been more of the
Vocal.
the extrovert. He's always
Yeah,
been.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that I don't like going out or talking, but
No, but I know.
always let Manny, my older brother, take the lead.
Bro, I know that. Like even when I first met y'all, bro, like Manny's very like open, like talking, like not really like shy or anything. And not to say you're shy, but you and me are the same in that way. Like I'm not
you
just
guys have
gonna
a
open
little,
up and give
little
you my whole
guard up,
fucking life.
little guard up. You know what I mean? Which is completely fine. But
Bro.
it's just an easy way to manipulate people. Just make them trust you really quick, and then just fucking dagger, dagger, dagger,
Dude,
dagger,
that's the
dagger.
point though. That's what the guard's for. Of
course, of
anything you say to a person can be used as ammo. Like
That is
that's
true.
just what it is.
Well, it's just an easy way to open other people up. Sadly, and I hate to sound like I'm just like being a manipulative villain, but like like if you just give a little someone a little bit, just a little nibble of what you got going on, they'll give you the whole fucking story.
It do be like that.
I mean, you could literally say one thing to a person, and then they'll tell you their whole life story just because you'll sit there and listen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like nowadays people just want someone there to listen, especially
Yeah.
at my work.
Same here. at my work.
I'll say, hey, what's up? And they'll just start talking to me, bro, emptying out like their traumas and stuff. And I'm just nodding my head, giving them a yeah, like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wow. I'm so sorry, or that's crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. What scares me about those kind of people, though, and I'm glad they're so trusting because we need a lot more trusting people in this world. Who are like vulnerable in that way. But I mean, am I the only person you're telling this to? Or are you telling
No.
this to fucking everyone, and you're just looking for a shoulder to cry on? Because the worst thing in the world is someone who's gonna only constantly unpack their baggage on you all the time.
Well, that's
Because that shit is so fucking negative. Because you just be walking home, you coming home, you're like, damn, I'm on negative right now. Like I need to fucking vamp up because I just heard somebody else's bullshit for the last hour.
well, people get dopamine from that, from sitting there and like complaining about their life and what the shit they got going on.
Yeah.
Like it's a release in some way.
So much shit can give you dopamine.
A lot of things.
A lot of shit. Eat your favorite food, having a drink of water.
It brings out that little chemical, gives you that little rush really quick, and then
Something.
That's what complaining is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this person's gonna listen to me complain about my issues. That's why.
fuck yes.
That's why I don't sit there and like let some of my friends complain to me about asinine bull, because I'll cut them off. Like, no, stop,
Yeah.
stop.
I had to learn to be like that because I was letting them
'Cause I'm-
continuously do it.
'cause I'm
and
your
it got to the
friend?
point where I was like, I'm giving you the same advice
Yeah.
over and over and over and over, and you're gonna continue to make the same like mistakes or decisions, and like what I'm saying doesn't mean shit to you, so I'm just gonna stop, because at some point I'm just talking to a brick wall, you know.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to myself.
It's like they already know what they have to do.
A fucking echo chamber. Yeah, they do. They
Yeah.
always know what they have to do, and that goes back to the fucking change concept. Is that like some people are just scared of fucking change,
Can't let go.
can't let go of situations.
It's inaction. They're scared of inaction.
It's a vibe, you know. Let me complain.
vibe.
Let me complain about my problem.
I mean, being in an echo chamber of bullshit. And
Yeah.
fucking
That's just-
let it revolve
That's
around
the
me.
internet nowadays is complaining about my problems.
You know what? It's fucking super true. And I think social media has taught us how to be victims, taught a lot of people how to be victims and how to like market that victim mentality. And that's what's fucking scary about the next generation, because once TikTok is all figured out of this like weird game that it's learning in statistics, they're going to learn how to market fucking negativity to people, because negativity is what sells in marketing, right? It's the fucking shock factor. It's the this and that. That's why fucking crime shows and fucking, you know, like true crime shit
Like
gets
murder
people going.
docs.
Because it's fucking negative and it's shock. It's fucking like, how could somebody do that? But let me watch the whole fucking thing and figure out this whole serial killer's life. You know what I mean? Down to the fucking childhood. Rather than like, let's focus on shit that like is cool, or like, that's why I kind of got into art during quarantine. Because man, I was watching a lot of true doc shit, and I was like, God damn, this shit is dark, and like, I don't want to kill nobody, but like, I know how. So like, you know what I mean? I know how now. But yeah, that's why I got into art. I got really into art. Got really into fashion.
Just on the subject of killing someone.
Awesome. I'm glad that's
Because this is like a quick talk we had like in elementary school, you know, like
about killing people.
how you get away with killing someone, you know, like just talking about it. And then someone got on like, I think I would kill someone with an icicle or like an ice knife, you know, like
Super
stab him with an
smart.
ice knife, because that hoe gonna melt.
Oh,
Where's the murder
Where's
weapon?
the murder weapon?
a puddle of water.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the wound might be a little cold depending on when you get there.
How quick are they gonna get there?
Yeah, bro. Ice knife.
Ice knife.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
It always tripped me out that Sub-Zero was a bad guy, but anyway.
You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't follow Mortal Kombat as much as I thought I did, because like a lot of the guys that I really fucked with were bad guys. You know what I mean?
It's like Scorpion's
Yes.
the good guy, the guy from hell.
he's the good guy.
Not from hell.
I want you to know, I didn't know that till right now. I
I mean,
had no idea.
I think
he
as
was
far
the
as we
good
knew as kids, though, he was the nigga from hell. You know, like
guy. That's bad. You know,
Yeah.
like negative
That's what
connotation.
I'm
Darkness.
saying. He's
Yeah.
like he would have like
All the
literal
flames.
like flaming skulls drag you down into
Yeah.
the
Literally,
abyss.
he'd grab you with a chain. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
apparently Sub-Zero killed like his family.
I think
that's his
Sub-Zero
revenge
killed
plot.
him.
possibly.
That's why he came from hell.
he was like, I'm back. I'm back,
Yeah,
baby.
bro.
I'm
Damn,
back.
Sub-Zero got a whole game too. That shit's really hard, bro.
He has his like own solo game.
It's hard, bro. Like it's not even fun to play.
He's a cheat code in like the Mortal Kombat games
You could
too.
just
Oh,
be
yeah.
fucking freezing me.
If you know how to use it properly, he's a
You,
cheat
you
code.
remember the babalities?
I do.
Oh, the
but babalities were
babalities
funny.
and the fatalities.
Yeah, and the
Babalities,
babalities with the
fatalities.
babies.
Yeah,
Because the
they did-
fatalities always been around, but they introduced the babalities.
That was like-
Babalities was like Mortal Kombat, like what, 4 or 5?
Bro, I don't know.
It was early though.
Yeah.
The babalities were funny because they would be like a little child like music in the background, be like ding ding ding.
I most vividly remember them from like maybe MK8 or
Yeah, but
like
I remember,
MK7.
I remember bringing them in when it was still like a weird side scroller where it was still 2D.
Yeah, the most distinct one I remember is Freddy Krueger's.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, in one of the that was definitely one of the newer games.
in one of the verses, probably.
because he's not in the old games.
No, not for. I mean,
They added like Jason Voorhees and
That's
Freddy
X,
Krueger.
no?
that's the most recent one.
Is that MKX?
That's MKX because they added him, they added Jason, they added fucking Rambo.
Oh, true. That's
The one-
that. Actually, that's the one we have. MK11 right now, so that's
Because
before the current one.
yeah, and then the like 2 Mortal Kombats before that they introduced Kratos, and he was literally the only other character that wasn't like Mortal Kombat. So it was like Kratos fighting fucking like
Yeah,
Sub-Zero and shit. And
It's
like,
hard.
like, you know what I mean?
Dude,
That shit was cool.
Speaking
Yeah.
of games, though, they're making a Ninja Turtles game, but it's the Last Ronin.
That's gonna be fucking
Yo, I
awesome.
saw that. Hey, I'm ready for
Well,
that.
Leonardo?
I didn't, bro. Do you know who the Last Ronin is? I kind of don't want to tell you because at the point of reading the story and you find out who it is, you're like, fuck.
Killed everyone.
Well, he didn't kill everyone, but everyone, his brothers are dead, and there's one turtle left, and he uses all their weapons.
It gotta be Donatello.
I mean, I'll tell you just because we're talking about, but take a guess.
If it's not Leonardo, it's Raphael.
It's Mikey.
Fuck.
Dude.
It has to be Mikey because
Who
he's
else?
the youngest.
Yeah.
And he was
You
like
know?
the most like goofy guy.
So he's
got
got to be the one who like mans up.
And it kind of like it shows just him like going through life, and his brothers are dead,
Growth.
Do they talk about how
and
he
he's
di-
like
they
acting
died?
all hard and shit, you know. So
Remember the last TMNT game? I like that shit.
Man.
Like from the last
Which
like
one?
movie. Remember like the last like
The
TMNT
slime?
3D movie?
yeah, it was. Did you have it on PSP? I had that game on
I had it on
PSP.
GameCube.
You had it on GameCube.
Same
Yeah.
concept though. A lot of those games did
Yeah.
transfer over. Now they do like game exclusives, which are bullshit.
Or
What do you
what do you
mean,
mean?
like console exclusives?
Yeah, console
Because
exclusives?
Halo was always like a Xbox
Yeah.
thing.
What did we have? What did PlayStation have?
We had like I think
God of War.
we had God of War, we had Kingdom Hearts, we had Killzone. That was our thing. We had Killzone.
Ooh, you know what I was gonna say was Gears of War, but that's both.
No, that's
That's-
that's
now
Xbox.
that's both.
Now
Yeah,
it's
now
both.
that's
used
It
to
wasn't
be
always
Xbox.
both.
it was Xbox, huh?
It was
was
Xbox.
Bro, I like that shit.
So I played it. So back when I went to Comic Con when I was like 12, bars would open themselves to anyone who had a I'm glad Ladonna's also playing music in the background. But
Yeah.
they opened bars to anyone who had the Comic Con like the neck thing, the pass, so you could go into anywhere. So at 12, my buddy's dad would let us just roam downtown. So we went into so many bars and just played video games
Bruh.
that were like brand new. So we played like new kid. We played fucking Gears of War 3. I already think I have one. We played Gears of War 3. We played Assassin's Creed 3 in the fucking Hard Rock Hotel. I had a fucking
That was here.
that was here, and I had a sign that literally said "free hugs."
Oh yeah.
So I was getting hugged by all the bad cosplay bitches.
Bro, yeah.
I was
remember you guys
12 years
went.
old, just buried myself.
Yo,
in
that's the
titties.
way though.
Wait, did
Back
you guys
then,
even go in?
Yeah, we went in, bro. We were in
Oh.
Comic Con.
I thought you guys were just walking around outside for a sec.
Nah,
Get
well,
the
I mean,
free
we
stuff.
You
did.
did that one day, no?
We did one day, but where we just didn't go inside because we're like, fuck it, like we're young.
Let's just get hugs.
Let's just go get fucking, let's go fucking
Let's go
in
Some
right
free
now.
hugs,
let's go
buddy.
squish on some boobies.
Just bury yourself in. God, it was a great time.
Yeah.
Great time to be
I
alive.
love a good cosplay.
Dude,
I love like a really good cosplay, like
like an Iron Man suit.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
I was thinking of
Like-
more-
I was thinking about boobies.
Yeah, I was thinking
But-
about chicks, but
That's a good one too. A nice bumblebee
I'm thinking like the robot suits.
where they fall, where they lay
Like when
themselves down and they become the fucking
They-
thing too.
I'm thinking like when they pull up in mech suits and shit, you know, like
yeah, and they like transform on the
they
floor.
get not even just Transformers, bro. They get intricate with that shit.
They do. I mean, it's a lot of money.
I've seen
to
a
do
guy
that
pull up
shit.
as Groot, like hella tall, bro. That's just crazy.
That guy learned how to do.
You're walking on stilts.
That's what I said. That man had to learn how to walk on stilts for 6 months so he can go to Comic Con for 3 days.
just
Yeah.
to flex on the.
Just to flex on everybody else. Like, I got a Groot suit. I was like, I have a hotel room at the Hyatt. Who am I fucking today on stilts?
Damn, bro.
You know what I mean?
You gotta
Like,
find another stilt bitch.
it's like all dark and shit. He's just
Yeah.
looking for girls on stilts. That's his kink. He's like, I'm a stilt man.
Just
Joey.
like absurdly tall women.
I mean, fuck. He's only looking for girls who are like 6'7". And he's just like, what up, baby? Then he takes it off and he's like 4.5. He's like 4'11". Hell yeah.
It's a damn shame. I could never be short.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's easier than it looks.
Hey.
You know what? You know what that I noticed after seeing a lot
I'm
of
saying that as like 5'11", like I'm some behemoth.
and I know like you're fucking 6'3", an absolute monster of a man. Well, I've come to appreciate my height because a lot of the people who I work with, mostly short Hispanic males, are mad short, bro.
Yo, that's real.
Like mad short.
Like 5'2".
Like
Yeah.
like short, like 5'1". I'd be like, "How are you, sir?" or whatever, and I'm like, "Dang, dude, you're little." But those dudes be busting.
Yes.
Those guys are always the guys who got like 7 kids.
Good.
He's paying for like 8 quinceañeras.
Their energy's more compact, you know? It's in a smaller vessel.
So they could just keep going like a rabbit.
Yeah. I used to have a crazy, like, old coworker who was really short, man, and he was like always geeked up at work. Like, remember he showed me he had a little powder in his pocket.
Oh, dope.
He was like, carnal. Like,
It's always like the
he used to always call me chavo.
Chavo?
Yeah. Chavo. He showed me his little pocket.
That's a funny term. I'm not even sure what that means.
Chavo?
Yeah, Chavo.
Chavo.
Just a name.
Is that like
He's
kid?
kinda like,
You don't remember
yeah.
Chavo from wrestling?
Chavo's kind of like,
Do you remember Chavo? It's like homie. It's like boy.
like young boy, yeah, like dude, I guess.
I spit in the face.
Yeah.
Of people who
Who
don't think I'm cool.
What was his name?
Chavo.
That was Chavo. He's tan 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 ran, tan
He
tan.
made Rey Mysterio quit in the I Quit match. Remember that?
That was.
He was hanging from the.
I
from the
remember that.
beam,
I was hurt.
And he was hitting his leg with the steel chair.
I
bro.
remember.
I quit. I quit. I was like,
I was pissed as fuck. And then my
Bro.
grandma came and broke the fourth wall.
yeah, because we're talking about it in the car, like hella emotional, like
I can't believe he's done.
Can't
Like, this is the worst. And my grandma's like, she turns around, she's like, you know, that's all fake.
with like
right?
disgust in her face. She's like, you guys don't know that's fake.
We're like 10. I'm like, goddamn, I'm still pretending this like Santa's real. Don't ruin things for me anymore. You know what I mean?
You gonna tell me the tooth fairy's fake?
Huh? The Easter Bunny ain't real?
Yeah,
Damn, we're listening to that boys in there.
I guess we're listening to Self Deletion Boys actually.
That's a good. I forget we're not allowed to say that. I forget.
We can cut it.
Not anymore.
We could just
Not anymore, guys.
we'll just beep it.
Yeah, we can censor it. Yeah.
What kind of music you guys been listening to lately? Speaking of music,
I listen to just rap, honestly. Depends on
On the mood.
day. Sometimes I listen to Paramore. Sometimes I listen.
God, I
to
fucking love Paramore.
Sometimes I listen to my fucking little Jamaican dance music. What's his name? Kevin Little. I'll be listening to the radio songs,
I was
like
listening to-
the old school radio songs that we loved.
I was listening to Sean Paul today.
Sean Paul's good.
I was going on a run, bro. Like just listen to all the shit.
shit.
Just give me the light.
Oh, I like. You know what I like from
I
that
wanna
era?
be keeping you up.
I got the and I just picture the Hulk meme of him just fucking
Yeah, bro.
fucking that and the Bears. Remember the Bears was ding 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 ding. That one. You know what? In this song, because I was at the barber shop. But God, I fucking hate the barber shop.
Wait, what barbershop do you go to?
I go to this one. Well, when I heard the song again, I was going to Showtime in Chula Vista. Remember Showtime? Javi
Javi. Okay, yeah.
and off Broadway.
Yeah.
God, that shit was so ghetto. They would. I mean, I
The
used.
best barbershops though.
Yeah, but they be trying to sell me shit like all the time,
They're selling you,
Like products?
like things. I'll tell you the story.
they're selling you TVs from out of like a,
So like,
a semi
so
in the
like,
back.
I was like I remember I was like a sophomore in college still, and I'm getting cut up by my barber, and he's telling me he's like, "Yo, bro, I don't know if you're doing any construction work, but we got like jackhammers in the back."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No way." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, fool, we got like jackhammers. I'll
They
sell
stole
it.
them shits,
I'll
bro.
sell them shit." He's like, "I'll sell them for like 200." And I'm like, "Dang, really? I don't even know how much a
appreciate
jackhammer really costs. I don't know if that's a good deal or not."
He's hustling, baby. He's
He's like,
hustling.
and then I was like, "Yeah, that's cool, bro. I'm good. I don't do any construction." He's like, "I know you listen to music, huh?" And he brought up these like really shitty headphones, like these Bluetooth headphones. He's like, $23. I was like, "How did you get 23? You didn't want to. You don't want to make 25. Make it like a nice like even number I've seen before.
Now the psychology, 23, you
It's
gonna
like
buy
that.
it?
Cheap, apparently. 23 is like enough."
He
So
won't
I
buy
was
it for
like, that's when I
25.
stopped going. And like, I really don't like barbershops because the energy in there just fucking sucks.
Really?
I don't
gotta
like-
find the right barbershop.
Yeah, it depends. What kind of barbershop have you been to? Because there's different kinds.
Mostly everyone is Hispanic in there.
I think the real reason is because it's our father's barbershop.
Well, no. I was going to Javi for a long time, and then Javi got his own spot, and then I just stopped going to Javi.
Yeah.
But what's it called? I think after I went to like a place in Bonita, and they were trying to get me to do what's that like Hispanic dance where you just be getting real sexual with women. Started with a C.
It's a Spanish dance.
Spanish dance, not like salsa, but sexier.
I have no idea.
I forgot what it is, but he was telling me.
Cumbia?
Cumbias, yeah, something like that. And he was telling me about how he takes these cumbia classes because he wants to meet like a nice woman who can dance.
Yeah.
And he was obviously like 40, so he's still looking for a woman kind of thing.
Jeez.
And I was like, I'm good, bro. I don't do all that. He's like, oh, come on, bro. You're not trying to like meet a nice woman. And I'm like,
Come on,
yeah,
bro, you're not
bro.
trying to like get some
I'm like,
cumbias?
You're not trying to get a little cumbia in you.
You're not trying to feel it in your body?
Get you in the dance class.
And
No,
he
I
was-
think dance classes would be cool though.
I feel like it's a good,
Learning to dance is just like it's art, bro. Dance
it's
is
art. It's hard.
I did that when I was a kid.
You're like break dance. I can see you do like a little
Bro,
b-boy.
'cause when
I
you-
used to b-boy, yeah.
Dancing is great, especially when you're dancing in music, bro. It's another form of expression.
That's what it is.
It's beautiful when it's done like eloquently.
I don't
in
know.
any type of manner where it's like b-boy, you know.
I get
When someone's in their flow, for sure.
it's not my favorite to see like, well, just because I've been seeing dance for like a really long time. Like I got like dance videos still in my room and shit. To be honest, like breakdance videos, but fucking. Like people do like hip hop dance, you know, but it's just like a really like aggressive popping and shit. Like they just be kind of like shaking shit.
Kind of just
That's
like an
not-
alternative to crunk.
It's not really my favorite. Yeah, I don't like that shit really. And like they be in like sessions like in a dance studio, like doing that with a group, and it's just I don't know. People
Like-
love it. People love it, but
Hey man, whatever gets their rocks off. I'm just like I have never been a confident dancer. To be honest, I'm more of a singer myself, which is another form of expression.
You gotta embrace your insecurities, buddy.
Oh no, I mean I be dancing like motherfucking now. I don't care. I mean, who I got to impress? My kid dances like she's white. I love it.
Move your hips, you know.
Shit,
it's
you know?
all
all
on
the
the
kids
foot.
dance like they white.
It's true. They just fucking be bobbing
They
around.
have no rhythm. Yeah.
I did a lot of footwork when I was little.
Yeah, yeah.
Your whole body just flopping around like an air sign, like the fucking guys who go like.
I used to break dance with my cousin at functions, bro. Like we could have family gatherings and shit, or like birthday party or whatever.
And they just be like,
And me and my
"Michael's
cousin,
about to dance."
bro, me and my cousin, like my cousin Davion, bro. I haven't seen him in a long ass time, but
Call him.
I don't even have his number, bro. I would have to ask my mom for it. That's how long it's been. We
Your
didn't
cousin Davion.
even- the last time I saw him, we didn't have phones.
it was that long ago.
Yeah, bro. Like we were kids, like
Must have been
just
like
dancing and
6
shit.
years old.
Bro, literally since back then, like we've been just dancing. Like
Just
you just go in the middle, like everybody's at the party and stuff, and it's just like in the middle we just go and we just start dancing.
Everyone
you know?
hyping you up.
Some
it's
people.
a great feeling.
Some people
Well,
are like,
some-
"Ugh."
I mean, they will hype us up. We would just be going, you know, like it was just me and him. We'd just be having fun. That shit was funny.
It was a good time.
This is funny little kid shit.
Kids are funny, dude. Kids
Yeah.
are just funny as fuck, and they have no.
Because that'd be hella weird to bust out now, you know? Like you pull up to like a function and you start just like breaking down aggressively in the middle of the spot. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you definitely scaring the chicks away with
Yeah.
that.
scaring the bitches away. You're scaring the bitches away. Get out of here.
Scaring them, man. Escape
Scaring
the
the host.
Matrix.
That's the new.
Get back in the Matrix. You're breaking that shit.
It's like you hear someone saying that at a party. It's like, hey, bro, there's a time and place.
That's that new Danny Brown.